Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of BIZTOOls. I'm sending you this video invitation to attend a very special webinar that we have for the ESS BIZTOOls members on Tuesday 26 March at 12:30 AEDT, 11:30 AEST. We've called it Experts Endorse Crowdsource Funding, and that's what they have done. I interviewed 4 representatives of the intermediaries companies and one CEO of a company that has successfully raised crowdsource funding, equity raising, as a small proprietary company. And this was done obviously since the 19th of October 2018 when the legislation changed. I'm very keen that the subscribers to ESS BIZTOOls are really able to take advantage of your subscription of the product package that we have developed, which as far as I know, no one else in Australia is offering, so that you can claim a very important segment of this new emerging market. I would really like you to listen to Ben Kuhlman, the CEO of Endeavour Brewing Company, who said in his interview with me, his company originally raised $695,000 from existing shareholders, and that took 1 week, and that was in November 2018. And then they moved into the crowdsource funding phase and raised a further $556,700 from 579 investors, and that took about 60 days. 1 week for the Section 708 raising, which helped the intermediary establish what the true value of the business was, and then they went to the market. It's an interesting story, so I would urge you to watch this video. But if you can't watch it live, please watch it in your own time, because we will send to you the link to the webinar recording. We also have 4 representatives of the intermediary companies. There's now 13 of them, but I assembled 4 of them so that they could talk to you, to give you an overview of what they do. The intermediaries are all running separate businesses, and that's very obvious when you look at their website. We had Matt Printer, who is also the chair of the Industry Association, Crowdfunding Industry of Australia. And he spoke about what the industry is trying to achieve, to run a very responsible format for small businesses and medium-sized enterprises to be able to raise capital. But Matt is also the managing director of Billfolder, and they are a bit different to the other intermediaries because they do not expect to be paid in cash for their services as an intermediary. They want to be an investor in the company, so they take shares. So they're looking at the very long-term future of that company. We also had Alan Crabb, who's the co-founder and CEO of Birchall, a Melbourne intermediary company. And he really emphasised that accountants need to be involved to help clients on this journey. Matt Hines from AgCrowd spoke about the focus that AgCrowd are going to have in the marketplace, primarily looking for companies who wish to be involved in the agricultural or energy industries. And Arthur Acker from Equitize spoke about the history that his company has developed, because they're arguably the most experienced intermediary in Australia, because they've also operate in New Zealand, and they've assisted over 40 companies in Australia and New Zealand to raise capital. And in fact, in Australia, they have the privilege of acting for the company that was the first company to finalise capital raising in Australia. That company did it in 2 tranches. First one worth $2.8 million, the second one worth $2.2 million. So they have raised their $5 million in a 12-month period. I want to finish with some comments that Ben Kuhlman had to say in his presentation. He said it's very important that accountants have a 100% understanding of what this process is all about. It's a new way of getting capital, he said. But he emphasised it's not easy. He said it needs good planning. Business plans, budgets, cash flow forecasts, a vision that your clients will need your input on. And also the company needs to clearly identify what he's going to do with the capital that's raised. He's a very enthusiastic CEO. Wouldn't you like to have half a dozen of those over the next 12 months? Please come to our webinar or watch the webinar recording later on. Thank you for your support of ESS BIZTOOLS. Have a great day. Goodbye.